Hello Barracudas, and welcome to BNN for Monday, May 18th, 2020. Barracudas, we're kicking off Bagby Spirit Week today. Jimmy G, what is Monday's theme?
Sports Day! Go Niners!
Skol Vikings! Hulk, what's Tuesday?
PJ and Stuffed Animal Day! Woo!
Batman, what's the theme for Wednesday?
Superheroes Day!
What's Thursday's theme?
Mix and match! Day up a boom the bitty!
And Friday's theme is sunglasses and
Bagby Blue! Woo!
And now it's time for this week's weather forecast. On Monday, it's gonna be
Cloudy.
with a chance of rain, a high of 67 and a low of 49. On Tuesday, it's gonna be
Partly cloudy.
with a high of 71 and a low of 51. On Wednesday, it's gonna remain
Partly cloudy.
with a high of 73 and a low of 49. On Thursday,
Partly
cloudy still with a high of 76 and a low of 49. And then on Friday, our favorite day of the week, it's gonna be sunny with a high of 71 and a low of 48. Enjoy the week. Francesca from Miss Montez's room was caught by her family being responsible, respectful, thoughtful, and kind by doing her schoolwork without a fuss. She also has been walking around the neighborhood with her little sister, picking up trash, greeting everyone with a beautiful smile, and offering to help them do any outside work, while keeping social distancing, of course. Francesca is still keeping her positive attitude even though she is really missing being at school. Francesca, your family is so proud of you. Room 21 would like to recognize Niara for being fully prepared and helping to lead the math discussion during math office hours on Tuesday. Andrew from Miss Cummings' room has been super responsible in his reading groups. He works hard and is very focused. Keep it up, Andrew. Amelia from Miss Ma's room was caught being both kind and responsible. Amelia helped look after her little sister and kept her occupied while both her parents were on work calls. Then, later in the day, she picked up all the toys and mess they'd created without being asked and without help. Miss Rodriguez and Miss London would like to give Caden a Bagby Bravo for being extremely responsible, for turning in his work, and being very thorough and thoughtful in his responses in both math and language arts. He has done Bravo-worthy work for the last 2 weeks. Miss London would also like to recognize Luca for being fully engaged and present during this whole remote learning process. He follows through on assignments, is asking questions when he needs to, and shows up to meetings ready to participate. He has been an absolute rock star during shelter in place. During this past week, Anna from Miss Cummings' room and Julie from Miss Stevenson's room were both caught being responsible by their parents. They cleaned up their rooms without being asked, requested their next assignment during school time, and played very well together. They made the days easy and fun for the whole family. Thanks, girls. Corinne from Miss Jensen's TK class was caught being responsible by her parents. She's very excited to do her schoolwork each day and works hard on every assignment. Her schoolwork is so important to her that she asked to do assignments on the weekend too. Her dad and mom are very proud of her. Kelly from Miss Sullivan's room is being recognized for winning Room 21's weekly art and writing contest. Way to go, Kelly. And finally, Tyson from Miss Ma's class was caught by his mom being responsible. After night fishing with his uncle and mom, Tyson helped bring the equipment to the car without anyone asking. It was late at night and everyone was tired and cold, and yet Tyson was very helpful loading the car and helping to clean up. He also practiced good social distancing and wore his mask most of the time. Best of all, it was a successful fishing trip. Here to help me out with this week's joke is
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. How does a scientist freshen her breath?
With experiments.
For this week's story, I've selected The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call. "Come and play with us." But the rainbow fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." "You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the rainbow fish. "Get away from me." Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset. He told all of his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the rainbow fish. They turned away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish. "But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you." The rainbow fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. "I've been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." I can't," the rainbow fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into the dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales? My beautiful shining scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without them?" Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. "Rainbow Fish, please, don't be angry. I just want one little scale." The rainbow fish wavered. "Only one very, very small, shimmering scale," he thought. "Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one." Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much," the little fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shining scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. "Come on, rainbow fish," they called. "Come and play with us." "Here I come," said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. As you can see, being generous can make you feel happy. Take an opportunity this week to try to help out someone else. That's all for this week's BNN. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great week, Barracudas. Choose kind.